Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Best wishes for all of us. To the Honorable Professor Diana Lia, to the Honorable Professor Shamsu Yusuf LN MPD, to the Honorable Dr. Ipah Saripah MPD, an honor to meet you in this great day. Thank you for your attendance to this presentation. It's great to see you all, and thank you for the given to me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Gita Anggar Pratiwi. I'm student of Indonesia University of Education, and now I'm still playing at home in Bekasi. Okay, here I will discuss and present about coping strategy to reduce academic stress of students in the pandemic period. Indonesia is still facing a pandemic since it was announced by the government in early March 2020. Regarding the first case of coronavirus disease 2019, or what is often referred to as COVID-19. Of course, no one is ready for this new situation. Almost all sectors of life are affected, not least in the education sector. Since the implementation of the COVID-19 emergency response, the government through the Ministry of Education and Culture has implemented a learning from home policy implemented by a distance learning mechanism, without face-to-face direct contact between teacher and student, but online using the internet network. This is a new adaptation especially for students. Besides having to learn to use various online-based application technologies, students are also focused with various learning demands such as assessment from every subject in school. Academic stress is a condition or circumstance where there was a mismatch between the demands of the environment to resource actual on the student, so that the student burned by various pressure and demands. Academic stress is often faced by students. Failure to achieve certain academic targets can be source of academic stress. In pursuing their studies, students face expectations which are put upon him, especially from parents. Stress is very likely to occur when student academic achievements are not in line with parent expectations. Another source of academic stress is student hope itself. Individual failure in achieving personal academic target due to the abundance of school texts, the limited knowledge of students and demands that cannot be fulfilled by students can lead to disappointment. In addition, although its impact is not very visible, expectation from teacher to the student can also be a source of academic stress, and therefore a new approach is needed to assist students in reducing the stress caused by the academic requirement. The factors affect stress in academic are internal factor and external factor. Internal factor are mindset, personality, and confidence. And then external factor are lesson or desert, high achievement pressure, promotion of social status, parents compete with each other. Stress being experienced by a person can be combined by management of stress in the psychological science known as coping stress strategy. Coping strategy call for multiple attempts, but mental and behavior to dominate, tolerate, reduce or minimize a stressful situation or event. In other words, coping is a process in which an individual attempts to deal with stress in both cognitive and behavior change to gain a sense of security and comfort in himself. Coping strategy is a method that the individual employs in dealing with stressful situations or threatening himself by using existing resources to reduce the level of stress or pressure experienced. There are two types of coping strategy. The first is problem-focused coping strategy, And the second is emotion-focused coping strategy. Problem-focused coping strategy is when one can focus on specific already existing problem or situation, trying to find ways to change them or avoid them later. Individual attempt to reduce stress, learning new ways or skills to use to alter the situation, and the shift to maintain or underlying issue. The individual will be inclined to use this strategy when he or she confident that he will be able to change the situation. The next emotion-focused coping is when one can focus on eliminating emotion related to stress situation, even if the situation itself is irreversible. Individuals attempt to control the emotional responses to a very stressful situation. This coping is prone when individuals are unable or feel unable to change changing condition. What the individual does is govern his or her emotion.
Aspect of coping strategy. The first is aspect of the problem-focused coping. Those aspects are seeking informational support. There is trying to get information from others such as doctor, psychology, or teacher. And the next aspect is confrontative coping. Solve problem is a concerted manner. And the last, planful problem solving. Analyzing every situation that presented problem and trying to work out a direct solution to the problem encountered. And the second is aspect of emotional focused coping. The first, seeking social emotional support. There is trying to gain emotional and social support from others. And then distancing. There is no even a cognitive effort to break free from problem or to create a positive outlook. And then escape avoidance, which is fantasizing about situation or action or avoiding a pleasant situation. Individual fantasies if the problem goes away and try not to think about the problem by sleeping. And next, self-control, which is trying to govern one's feeling or action in relation to solve problem. And then accepting responsibility, which is accepting to run the problem while trying to think of a solution. And the last, positive reparation, which is trying to make a positive sense of the situation in a developing personality, sometimes with a religious quality.
Finally, based on the explanation I have given, it can be concluded that during this pandemic, students were very vulnerable to experience academic stress. One of the efforts that can be done is to reduce the occurrence of academic stress through the coping strategy. Students can choose the strategy needed according to the condition and the type of pressure they feel. Thank you for your kind attention to join the presentation. Hopefully all those I have shared can be beneficial for all of us, especially for all guidance and counseling teacher. Have a great day, stay healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.